Go. What's up, everybody? My name's Charlie Bruno, and this is the first episode of my new podcast called Goin for It. My first guest today is the only person in the world that I can say I've been friends with for a quarter century of my life, which is my whole life. It's my cousin, Salvatore Calandra.
What's up?
Salvatore Calandra the fourth, actually, and very funny because I'd like to let you know. Oh, I just hit my headphone on the mic. We're learning here. It's great.
Yeah, we're gonna be bumping everything.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucking this up hard this episode. You are Sal the fourth, and I just need to tell you that today I fell asleep on this chair. Well, last night I fell asleep on this chair last night, and I woke up this morning to your father, Sal Calandra the third, in the basement.
Like above you?
Like my parents we renovated this basement and it's like done now. So my parents are
they were showing
people
off.
And they didn't know that I slept down here. And I haven't seen your father in 2 years.
And the lights were off and everything.
Lights off, everything. And I just woke up. I heard his voice saying like, yeah, it looks great. Looks awesome. Like the unmistakable Sal the third voice. Looks great. It's awesome. And I woke up and I was just like, oh my God. Like, and then I just kind of like a zombie walked upstairs and it was weird.
Yeah.
So I got to tell him like, sorry, they didn't know I was down there.
No, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was great. Also, it's not just me and Sal in the house right now. None of this would look or sound good or even be working at all without the help of Mr. Jesse Gonzalez on the ones and twos. What up, Jesse? He's
our green band.
Yeah.
No.
He literally.
We can't do red band, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's taken.
Green band works.
Yeah.
I like it. Is everything working? We all good? Sick. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people know that you and I play and have played music together for like 10 years now. We started our first band together when you were 13 and I was 14. And now we're in our mid-20s, which is not scary at all. And now we play in a band called Floor Space together. But a lot of people don't know how long we've been friends and the fact that we're also related.
Yeah, it seems like every time that comes up, it's a shocker to people.
Because it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I still can't really explain whether you're like my third cousin or my fourth cousin.
Well, I told you when I was explaining it to Matt the one day after work when we were hanging out, I had to make a family tree because I was like, I don't know. Yeah. And he was literally like, hold on, I'm going to get a piece of paper. Yeah. We're going to figure this out. And then I don't even remember what conclusion we came to. I just know we made a full family tree just to like decipher what kind of cousins we actually
It is that
are.
confusing. Your dad is closer as a cousin than you are to me.
Yeah.
But we
know that for sure.
But our dads are like best friends, kind of always have been, like pretty close homies. And so we just started hanging out and going on vacations together when we were like six or seven. Like we were little, going on summer vacations together and like just kind of used to it. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of wild that think about how many even besides touring and everything like that, we had already traveled together a lot before ever playing in bands together and stuff.
Yeah, and even not traveling, we'd be like, it felt like we lived together half the time, like growing up, just hanging out outside of school and shit.
Mm-hmm. But no, yeah. So as far as how vacation and music are hand in hand for us, though, I feel like we should tell the story of the vacation where we got into Green Day, because that is a great story. The Walmart trip.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. We were, I want to say, okay, American Idiot just came out. So we had, 2005? Can we confirm? That was 2005, I think.
4 or 5.
4 or 5. So we were like 9. We were little kids and fucking...
You're talking about when I wasn't allowed to buy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hit the thing again. Awesome. Jesse's shaking his head. He's getting mad at me. 2004.
Wow. How did I know something about Green Day that Charlie did? That's crazy.
2004. I fucked up. Sorry.
I was just guessing there.
So, no, we were 8. So you were like 7 then. But also, you were not a normal 7-year-old.
Yeah.
We were not normal 7 we were cursing at a very...
I felt old when I was 6.
Yes, we were very angry young men. We realistically were 21-year-olds when we were like 8.
Well, I feel like we were definitely the kids that were always hanging out with kids 3 grades ahead of us kind of thing. So it was just kind of... You learned a little bit quicker when you were around those people. So.
Yeah, like when you went to school... We didn't go to the same schools growing up until high school, but... Before that, I do remember like when we would share stories about our friend groups, we both hung out with the kids that were like 3 grades above. Yeah. So the stories we would tell were very like, oh, the kids in my class didn't experience that shit. Yeah. But I remember we were in Myrtle Beach, and at the first day of every Myrtle Beach trip, our family would we would go to Walmart and get groceries and shit, and we wanted American Idiot so badly. Like, because it was out for a couple months maybe, and we were like down there, and I needed to hear the record.
I feel like half the reason was at the time the album cover was so enticing.
Yes.
As a little kid, like you see a beating bloody heart in a hand, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
And it was when explicit stickers immediately made kids like us.
And you knew the song American Idiot already.
Yes.
And you were like, oh, they drop a hard fuck in there.
Yeah.
What else is this record got?
And they drop a hard fuck and a hard f.
You're like, I know they got some more on here. Yeah, so I was like an angsty little kid. It was just super intriguing.
Yeah.
But
we went to Walmart, and the parents were picking out food and everything, and we found a CD copy, explicit sticker of American Idiot. We ran up to your mother, and we were like, can we get this? And she was like, absolutely fucking not.
Which is crazy too, because like were my parents at all like restrictive of me listening to, watching?
Never.
Like anything.
Never. I think that
it was like the one time I was like, hey, can I just get this? Like, whatever. And she was like, what does explicit mean? Like, it was like she's never heard of like music having swear words, but
yeah,
I don't know. It was the first time I've ever heard her caring about that. But
yeah, like I remember you had Elefunk, like Black Eyed Peas.
Oh
Elefunk,
yeah, I was
before that.
I honestly didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
But I remember.
I was like, are those fucking Beanie Babies? I was like, what the fuck? Elefunk. I honestly didn't know what you were talking about.
You and your sister used to listen to that Black Eyed Peas album, and that's a crazy record. Like there's that. Like,
yeah, but that's like sexually crazy, and that's like radio acceptance type of crazy.
Yeah, before they changed Let's Get to Let's Get It Started.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that shit's, they made it acceptable, and then it became huge.
Yeah. I mean, but it was weird that your mom was like, yeah, no go on that one. So what we did as smart kids was we said, okay, and we took the CD back and we flipped through and we found International Super Hits, because that one, even though it's still an explicit record, didn't have the sticker on it. And she let us buy that one.
Why did it not have the sticker?
I think it just came out. I don't know.
Before they started labeling that?
I mean, I don't see that shit on explicit albums anymore. Is that necessary? Can we look that up?
I think it wasn't always a thing, and that I think it's a thing now.
But does it need to be? Is there? Can we look? Do you
have to say it's explicit?
Yeah, are explicit stickers, like explicit content warnings?
Do you need to label your records?
That's based on the record label itself.
Okay.
Has it always been that way?
I think so, because I know a lot of records, the record labels, even if they have one curse word, they'll put the sticker on it.
Yeah.
Other labels.
I was gonna say, I feel like most record labels, even if they are kind of loose, are gonna be stingy about that for some reason. Yeah, just as
if you're trying to sell it at a Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just so they can sell it everywhere and to the most people type situation. But
now they sell vinyl at Walmart.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is I think they probably didn't, it probably wasn't a thing that they had to label explicit records explicit for a while. Yeah. And then everyone probably complained, and parents probably kept complaining or something. It probably happened in the 2000s. Yeah. Like, I don't know, honestly. Do you think it was before 2000 that happened? I don't know if that's a dumb thing to say.
I don't know. Like, I mean, we were little, so is it that dumb? I mean,
I don't know.
We were little kids. But I just remember for some reason we scrolled through and we were looking for, what's up, Jesse?
Back away from the mic.
Back away from the mic?
You're hot. Thank you.
We're going to edit that part out.
He called you hot.
Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I've been working on my body. Peloton. Shout out Peloton. But no, I just remember we took it back and we scrolled through, and International Super Hits was, now I need to move it closer. You fuck. Jesus Christ. But we got International Super Hits, and then we got back to the condo that we were chilling at. And you had a CD player, like an actual like Walkman type CD player, and we had a splitter similar.
Did I have a fanny pack holder too for
probably you were a hip kid. But
it's funny too because I actually remember that record just skipping all the time when I would listen to it, because I would listen to it on a disc player in the car.
Yep.
And like in all these places where it's like moving around.
Yep. Yeah. But I remember it took like, we were on vacation for maybe like a week. We were in Myrtle Beach, where we would frequent growing up. But no, I remember it did take them 3 days to get us to go to the beach, because we were just sitting there listening to Green Day. We were like, this is better. This is more fun. Like,
well, I just remember even now, like, I'm not one to like sit on the beach for more than like 3 hours. So I feel like back then, like, our parents would be like, we're going to sit here for 12 hours. And I would just be like, I can do like 20 minutes and then I got to do something.
Drinking helps.
Yeah.
Drinking helps. It makes all the difference in the world. I can spend a lot of time on a beach with alcohol and forget that but when you're a kid, you're like, there's a water park down the street. Why are we? There's a water park down the street and there's a Green Day record in the condo. Why are we here? But no, yeah. So then flash forward to growing up, and we started playing music at, when did you start playing drums? 12, 13?
No, it was right before I literally had 6 months before I auditioned for LVPA.
That's insane.
Or maybe a year at most. Maybe. But it was like right before I auditioned for LVPA, so I was like 14.
Well, we were really good at a video game called Rock Band. And I
have such bad timeline.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember timeline.
I remember it in bullet point versions as far as our music path goes. Green Day on Vacation, skip forward a couple years. We're really into Rock Band. So then you just bought a actual drum kit. And then we're 4 months apart, which it took us years to find out that we're 4 months apart and not 6 months apart. We're very bad at math.
We're bad at math.
We're not good at math. So we're 4 months apart. So I was in the grade above you growing up, and I was in Catholic school all growing up when you went to public school. Very jealous of that. It's probably why I'm more angry than you at times.
Yeah, you can't be that angry in public school.
Yeah.
No. Get your ass beat.
Get your ass beat. No, I do remember, like, I was a freshman at Catholic school when my parents wanted me. I was already playing guitar for a while, and my parents wanted me to go to this weird fucking charter performing arts school that you had to audition to and get into, and I just didn't think that I was that good, so I just didn't do it. But you were finishing up 8th grade, and then we started playing music together, and kind of gained sort of a mutual confidence in playing. And then you were only playing drums for, like you said, less than a year, and we both auditioned at the same day to get into this school. And I remember how we had to wait a month. I forget about that all the time. Not only do we have to audition to get into that school, we had to wait a month to find out if we got in. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It wasn't like American Idol where they were like, you're in.
Well, they pretty much told you at the end.
I remember walking out of my audition. You felt better. You said, I think I got it.
Well, because I think Doc said something to me legitimately, like, yeah, don't worry about it. Or like I feel like they said like a lot of weird shit. But also, like, you got to remember too, like, it was a school where like how many more people audition to play guitar there than drums? Right. Like, that's the other thing. Like, everyone there played guitar. There was like 2 drummers.
Yes, because I remember walking out of my audition and being like, "There's no way I'm getting into this fucking school."
I feel like they expected a little more for like jazz guitarists, like,
because that's certainly what my audition song was, a Beatles song.
Yeah.
So I everything about it, I was like, they don't want me here.
Yeah.
You know. But we got in, and then we started playing punk music. We had a band together for years called Refuse the Conformity, which we now know is not a good band name. Very, very many syllables in that band name. But
plus, don't tell people what to do in your band name.
No, yeah. So we played in this band together for like years, and that art school thing ended up being pretty wacky. Do you think that you learned more about music in art school, or do you think that it was from playing shows? Like punk rock shows.
You learn more about the industry at shows, obviously, but like, I don't know, like at schools you learn as much as you want, so it was like, yeah, you can go crazy learning about theory or whatever else and practice jazz every day, or you can just kind of like learn your own shit on your own time. I don't know. It was a more like just free, like open kind of thing. But I
did always think one of the things that confused me the most was that there was no sort of industry class. You know what I mean? Like we had a romantic music history class in our high school, but we didn't have like a how to book a gig class.
Well, their gigs were high school shows.
I know.
They didn't high school shows and restaurants. You don't need a class to book those.
You're saying the gigs that our teachers played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was funny. That leads me to my next point. I was talking to someone recently, and we did pretty well as a high school band. Like in high school, especially in the area that we live in, but it's like this everywhere. You need to like do this thing where when you want to open for a band that's coming through, you need to they give you tickets. People in the industry know this. My band friends know this, and they're like, okay, shut the fuck up. But a lot of normal people don't know that it works this way. But like when you want to open for some of the bands that we would open for, the venue would send you tickets, and you would sell it to kids at school and stuff like that. And they'd say like, sell 50 tickets and we'll put you on this slot of the show. Sell 75 and we'll put you on later. You know what I mean? Like they would add incentives to make it like that. And we actually did well with like selling tickets and networking with the kids at our school. Like I remember kids did want to come to the gigs when there were good shows, but our teachers never once. All of our teachers were jazz musicians, like weed smoking, drinking, partier people that like gigged on the weekends at like bars and stuff. And we would play shows at like Sherman Theater or like Crocodile Rock in Allentown and stuff. Never once did these people come.
But that's what I mean. I don't know. You say bars. What, like the Hotel Bethlehem bar?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, not like underground jazz clubs that are like actually cool.
Right.
There's a difference. Like the Speakeasy in Bethlehem and like those places. Like, yeah. I don't know. Those are restaurants.
I wouldn't go there for fun.
That's what I mean. That like when I hear you say bar like that, I'm picturing like, and it's obviously different music, but like underground like punk bars and like just like more like I miss ratty bars.
I miss Croc Rock so much. Everyone talks so much shit on Croc Rock, and that place was so sick, dude. We got to see Sum 41 play all through Does This Look Infected.
You could literally have, like in the main room at Croc, you could have a jazz band play and just have like a party in there, and it'd be a sick time.
Yeah.
And it'd be cooler to me than playing at, one of those restaurants or something. But like they would never do that shit.
Yeah. We had weird teachers. There was a weird jealous lane of teachers that we had in high school. It was very strange.
Well, because a lot of them do get good opportunities. Like they get cool like industry opportunities, but it's like obviously they're just like background things.
Oh, it happens.
It's just like, you need a bass player. Yeah. You need a background singer.
It happens when you're that good at music sometimes. When you're that versatile to just jump in a studio and stuff, but that's
what I'm saying. So you play bass for someone once, and then you're like, these kids are all shit.
Yeah. Yes.
These kids can never be me.
Right.
Yeah. I play bass on this track.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what do you do from the day to why are you in Pennsylvania?
No, I feel you. It's weird. It was
still getting royalties from that track. You probably did it for free.
We had some weird. Yeah, we went to a weird high school, man. It was weird. I mean, we had teachers that were literally like, go out to lunch and smoke your reefer, and then throw it in the bushes and come back and we'll play some jazz. And you're just like, what? Like, I'm 16. Okay, but no, it's just weird. So tell everybody what you do now.
That's so weird. No, I work at a medical cannabis dispensary now.
Yay.
Fun
In what
times.
state?
In Pennsylvania.
In our state.
Shit state. Good medical program.
A lot of people don't know. I was talking to my buddy who just lives on Long Island, 2 hours away. Had no idea that you can even get a med card in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, if you don't care about weed, you probably won't know. Okay, I'm kidding. Does he care about weed?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, okay.
Well, but
does he smoke every day?
I don't know about every day.
Well, yeah,
so different.
That's what I meant.
Not the same as us. But
if you smoke every day, you would know.
That's true.
You could get your card.
That's very, very
otherwise,
true.
you probably just want to look into it. You know.
Yeah, man. Could I get a dub? You know where I can get a dub, bro?
Yeah.
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 How was work today?
It was, chill.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
I want to talk about work.
No. We're not gonna do that at all. But we are gonna talk about funny shit though. Going back to Green Day, I feel as though we're wildly confused Green Day fans these days. I'm looking at we put up a bunch of posters, me and my mom yesterday. Shout out, Mom. And we put up this sick Green Day bullet in a Bible poster, and it's the coolest thing ever over there. But why are they so bad now? What is it? It's confusing.
It's almost like they were so good at being them in the time they existed that they either didn't know how to grow or progress in a positive way, or they just didn't try because they just had it all, kind of thing.
But isn't it weird that when's the last time we saw Green Day? 2016? 2017? No, we saw them 2016 on the club tour at Starland Ballroom and Tower Theater.
No, they were great.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
And that record
but how many
was
old
amazing.
songs did they play?
They played a few.
Let's look at that set list.
Yeah, they were mostly.
Let's look at that set list.
They're mostly.
I'm pretty sure there was a good ass set list. They know what songs to play live. They know how to play a show. They don't know how to release an album.
But that record wasn't bad. That Revolution Radio record in 2016. No. I didn't hate it.
No. Do you listen to it?
No.
Yeah.
Green Day Starland Ballroom. Can we find that?
Yeah. No. I mean, seeing a band like that in a small venue, it's gonna be good. No matter what.
But I remember.
Look at those first couple songs. They had Bohemian Rhapsody go first.
Well, I think that just played over the speaker.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying. Even the intro songs are great.
Great hit. No, I mean, yeah, these are all. They played mostly Dookie and American Idiot.
They played Scattered.
That was
Burnout.
Sick.
And Christie Road.
I like how it says Billy Joe tells a story.
Yeah, come on. Look at this set list.
This is a great set list. But this is the point I want to make. Don't you think that when you look at certain other bands that were our heroes growing up.
Played Ordinary World. That song actually rips. Did you watch that movie?
No, I never saw that movie.
It's so corny, but so good.
I mean, is he a good actor?
No, not really. No.
Exactly. Yeah. I just feel
it's a good watch though. Like it's not like I can watch it and like halfway through you kind of do. It's not like the whole time you're like Green Day.
Right.
Like you are
right.
Like you can just watch the movie and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean he's a musician in the movie, but it's
Does he play a successful musician in the movie?
No, I think he's like not successful. I think that's like the point in the movie. Did you see it?
Can you pull up the poster of this Billy Joe Armstrong movie?
Or I forget what I think it's called Ordinary World.
It's called Ordinary World. I remember that.
I'm pretty sure it's like he's a musician and he's not making it.
Wow, Jesse is fully done with showing any signs of effort today, as he just fucking highlighted the words Ordinary World and then copy and pasted it because he was too lazy to fucking type that shit in. My God.
It's just gonna come up with the song. You gotta probably search movie something.
Yeah, but don't you think he's very mad at us already? We're 27 minutes in, he's already pissed. Oh God, that's
no. I know
that's a really cringeworthy.
I'm not saying it's not. I literally said it's corny.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it's watchable though. That's the thing, and it's like it has its moments.
Does he have a newborn baby in the movie? Is that a plot point? Why is there a baby?
I don't know. I can't read that shit, man.
Okay, but the point
I'm farsighted.
Don't near soldered. You're near soldered.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, like, with Blink-182 and with like some of these bigger bands that have gotten shitty, there were signs there, and it got gradually worse. You know what I mean? Like Tom DeLonge leaving Blink-182, clearly not a good move.
So, I mean, you could argue the point that Green Day got gradually worse too. Because even if you go back to like I still will say 21st Century Breakdown's good, but it's still got some weird moments. You know what I mean? Where you're kind of like, where are you guys going?
Yeah, I like that record.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I could see the argument.
Yes.
For like, oh, these records are getting progressively.
But we haven't been in a platform scenario to talk about the last year and the confusing last year of Green. Like, Jesse, we got to see the album cover. You got to pull it up. Green Day's Father of All. Can we please just analyze this album cover, this chapter of this my favorite band of all time, and why this exists? I
think I just blocked it out of my
memory. Dude, I saw it. Okay, here's the other thing. Not only is it horrible, it's clearly not selling well, because I was at the mall the other day and I was at Barnes & Noble and this shit on vinyl was going for like $9.
Well, yeah, they technically have motherfucker in the title, and that's like...
I don't care. I
just mean that's gonna like make it not sell.
Yeah, right. So the name of the album, if you guys missed this one, good for you. It's called, the name of the album is Father of All Motherfuckers, and that
so edgy.
Yeah, super. That album cover, Jesse, have you seen that before? This is your first time seeing this? What are your thoughts, Jesse?
The unicorn throws so much.
Look at his fucking eyes.
And that's like the
He's
merch.
Tripping.
That's dude. That's so crazy because they do drugs, dude. Do you know that this band did drugs once? They really want you to know.
So edgy.
It's zoomed.
They should again.
Yeah, please start doing drugs again, because this is fucking insane. It's a zoomed in picture of your best album, and then you scribbled all over it, and then is it to piss off? Let's go conspiracy, right? They're the best band. They're the band that made us want to start playing music, any type of music. Do you think they know that this is horrible? Can we watch that video and just not use the sound?
Going back to what I first said, I think they just knew what they did up to a certain point, and then they just kind of stopped trying. There's just more. My point is that up to 21st Century Breakdown, everything before that, it has a vibe to it that is so much more authentic and just like creative. And then anything after that is just like they're trying to continue making music. Like you can just like feel that's what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like they're creating as much as they're just continuing.
Well, yeah, like what is this music video montage? It's like old footage. It's old. There's Green Day footage in this video, but it's from like Bullet in a Bible.
Yeah, I guarantee this whole thing was just a sales pitch or ploy or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
but it doesn't sell well. That's what I don't understand.
But I'm just saying, like they probably get pitched a million different ideas. Well, what if we do this? What if we do this? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then they don't give a shit if it sells well or not because they're rich. They don't. What are they worried if it doesn't sell well?
I guess.
It's
Wouldn't
sold.
You wanna? They could have literally stopped.
They probably put no money into that. Think about everything you said. It's all just repeats of old shit. Like it's the same album cover. They didn't have to put like any money into it.
Yeah.
They probably made money off of it still. So it's like, what does it matter?
I'm just
saying,
you got to think of them as a business at this point. They're not like when a band gets that big, it's a business, and the music. I think that sacrificed.
I think that something needs to happen here. I think that how Free Britney is a thing. I think the Free Bill.
Oh, I watched that documentary.
Did you? Tell me about it.
It was dope.
Really? Was it crazy? What's the deal there? Explain it to me. Tell me about Britney Spears, please.
I mean, I don't want to be responsible for this,
no.
But she was basically So have you heard the word conservatorship?
conservatorship.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm picturing all of my conservative friends on a spaceship together.
Yeah, nah. Well, basically, it's this word that's like only known because of her, basically, because it's basically something that like where you're in charge of like an old person's finances and like life, or just like someone who's incapable of like living life.
Okay, never knew that.
So when she was a teenager, I guess her dad became her like in charge of her finances and her life, basically, and like basically owned her throughout a lot of her adult life and was making her financial decisions and everything. Horrible. And it was basically just her trying to like break away and get independence, and like a lot with how the media like literally like made her look awful and just destroyed her throughout. And again, they do this with all famous people, but like she did, because she was so famous, like she really, a lot of just shit happened to her that probably ruined her brain a little bit.
Did they trash my boy Justin?
Oh yeah.
Like hard?
No, they just mentioned it, I think. Or I don't even remember if they talked about it too much.
I don't like that.
I think she mentioned it, but
I don't like that. Y'all gotta back off my boy, bro. I'm sorry. JT, bro. But even, that's who we're getting rid of, JT.
But even that, there was like a whole thing where like how that was so wrongly portrayed in the media, and it was just, it's a bunch of things where it's like, yeah, if you're famous, you're gonna be portrayed negatively in the media.
Well, I did see like the shit with the paparazzi, like, and the pictures of her crying when she's got kids, and she was like 24 with like kids. You know what I mean? Like she had a hard life, hard teenage years, hard 20s and everything. So you're saying that her dad owned all of that stuff, and then when she became an adult, he just kept ownership of all of that?
Yeah, like he was basically just like her manager / owner, and like made all of her like decisions. But that's and she's just trying to like get her freedom and be allowed to like.
How old is Britney Spears now?
She's like, isn't she like middle-aged?
No, 39 years old. Yeah, I mean, 40, I guess middle-aged, you could see. Yeah, but I mean, she's like young.
She's got kids. She's a mom. Yeah.
Wow.
No, yeah, I obviously explained that terribly, but that's the gist of it.
So how's it looking? Is it looking like they're gonna?
I think she might. It might be. I think something good happened. If I'm not mistaken.
I believe. I think. The court ruled in her favor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow.
Because she got so much good publicity from that documentary that came out and all that stuff.
What is the documentary on?
Wasn't it like some weird independent thing?
Oh, I thought it was like a Netflix thing.
No, I saw it on YouTube, but it's on like Hulu or something too. I watched it on YouTube though.
I mean, Britney Spears had some hits, bro.
I think it was like because I think it was something weird where it was like something got leaked initially, and then I don't know.
On Hulu.
Yeah, it's definitely on Hulu. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. I don't know. Shit, my brain is poop.
I mean, I just think like people got mad at Justin Timberlake because Cry Me a River, right?
Yeah,
that was like
Well, there was a whole apparently like he was saying shit to the media that was like obvious, that wasn't true, and was just like making her look like the bat.
Back then, though.
Yeah.
So he was a little baby too.
Yeah. Again, it's just kind of like, oh, everyone can't say good things all the time. I don't know.
God forbid people change. It's like canceling a band for like, he threw me in a locker when I was 15. Are you fucking kidding me? Get over it. Like, stop.
No, legit. In some places of the world, that is very serious.
What is?
Like bullying like that. In Korea, they don't take that very...
Yeah, but we're not in Korea.
Doesn't matter. But it's in general.
We're in America.
In general.
But I'm not saying bullying is right. Bullying sucks. I got bullied too. I was in a band called Refuse the Conformity. You think that came out of a place of popularity?
Yeah.
Fuck off. No. What's Deezer, Jesse? It says her music is available on Apple Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, and Deezer. I know what 3 of those 4 things are.
It's just another music app like Spotify. See,
justified. Great album name, great album cover right there. All the opposites of that Green Day cover right there. That right there. That's marketability right there, baby. No, he's also just so funny. Anytime he's on SNL, he makes me laugh so hard. Just hilarious. But no, that's interesting though. That's crazy. It's good that, hey, free Britney, man. Free Britney. Let's free Billy Joe next. Make him. Let's get him to make some solid tunes again. Oh man. Speaking of making solid tunes, we're gonna make another record this year.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes from Sal. Sick. You're done with school soon. How many more weeks of school do you have?
Like 6 or 7.
What's your major? Jesse asked me today and I couldn't answer. I didn't know. I should know that about my best friend. I didn't know.
I hate that question.
What's your major? Oh my God. What's your major? What's your minor? What do you do? Tell me. You going to grad school? Or like, what's your plan for
this?
I'm
not going to fucking grad school.
What's your path? No, but really, what's your
I'm an environmental science.
I knew it. I knew it was. I said business at first.
You were way off, bro. You said business.
No,
I was a business major when I started school. But
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to school for business.
I can't do fucking economics and statistics. That shit's redundant as fuck.
I can't do accounting. I'm bad at accounting. I didn't understand it. They were like doing checks received and checks. I don't. It's very, very confusing.
That's simple.
Yeah, I know, Jesse.
Check-ins and
I'm admitting that I'm not smart. Everyone, I'm not that smart. That's why when I say stupid shit, don't yell at me on the internet, please. I'm an idiot. But no, yeah. So you have 6-7 more weeks. How many finals do you need to take? 5 finals?
No, like 3.
Oh, that's not that bad. It'll be fine. It'll go like that. Then you'll be done. It'll be summertime. And I'm going to wear this Baja Men shirt every day in the summer.
I did not notice that's what that was.
This is a Baja Men shirt.
Did you get that when you first saw him?
God, I wish. That'd be so much cooler. But no, shout outs. Paradise of Flowers. He makes t-shirts on Instagram. And I recently got a lot of items from him. Good guy. Good fella. Lives out in the Midwest, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for you to be done with school because I think that you are done with it. I think you're ready to skedaddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School is bad for mental health. Yeah.
Well, also, let's talk about the past year and the fact that you have done the last year not really the version of school that anyone's used to. You're on the computer all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Right? You haven't been in a classroom besides you had labs, right?
Yeah, I have one class in person, but it's not. Yeah. It doesn't work, you know.
Totally different thing. I mean, my mom was a professor and just recently retired because, you know, just everything they had her doing online was, she was planning on retiring anyways, but like the current state of education, especially college level education, which is also what my mom was teaching, is just like completely flipped backwards, especially if you're like paying huge tuition on like a good school. Like imagine you're just kind of like NYU and like you graduated 2019, get into NYU, you're there for like a couple months, like one semester, and then your next, you know, like that's got to feel crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They should honestly be cutting the tuition costs in half.
Maybe Joey Biden.
No, he's not.
No, there's no.
They were gonna do $50,000, but you know.
It's really fun that our president died 9 years ago, and now we just listen to him talk. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun to watch. It's really cool. I like it.
Just do the Bernie.
It's literally Weekend at Bernie's every day. Every time he talks, just let's see what comes out of his mouth. Let's see. Yeah. I voted for him. No one get it twisted. I voted for him. I stood there in line at 6 a.m. and voted for that man. But
do you think if one day Jim Carrey was just in the White House as Joe Biden, anyone would say anything?
No, I think everyone would keep it on the low, and everyone would be okay with it.
Be like, let's just not.
Don't say anything.
That's not him, but let's just keep going.
The real Joe got lost. We lost him a couple days ago. The puppy that lost his way. It's
basically the same person.
He's the same. It's fine. This one paints. He's really good at painting. You know, let's just keep him around. Oh, look at him.
Did you hear? Oh wait, what?
No. You go.
I was gonna say, did you hear? Seth Rogen's houseplant store launched.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
What, you don't like it?
That motherfucker spent like 3 whole weeks just yelling at Ted Cruz on the internet, and like, yeah, Ted Cruz sucks, but like, Seth Rogen needs
he's
to
crazy.
Calm down a little bit.
Well, I mean, when you sit around making fucking pots all day, your brain's gonna.
Oh, you're talking about actual pots and pans?
Yeah,
he does that, right?
No, but that's so his house. I actually want it. He sells a custom vase and ashtray from Houseplant. Look at it. It's so nice. He just they sold out. His website went up and it crashed from traffic. He sells that. He sells vinyls along with strains of weed.
I saw that.
That you listen to the vinyls like with the whatever strain you get.
Is that it? Those are the records?
Yeah.
Sativa Session. So he wants you to like listen to that.
It's just this whole like bougie ass cannabis company, but
it just seems a little extra.
It's extra, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure they only sell 3 strains. So like they're simple.
Those strains are literally just called sativa.
They have they'll probably tell you what it is, but they just have one of each, and it's like, this is the one that we sell.
That packaging can't be good for the environment.
No one gives a fuck about the environment since COVID.
No, Seth Rogen has done some. You know how I feel about Seth Rogen. I bought you a Pineapple Express poster for your birthday last year.
Yes.
Framed. It looks great in your apartment.
Yeah.
No, he just is one of those internet people that just needs to chill out.
Yeah, no, he's probably he's a little crazy, but you know.
I'm sure doing that job for as long as you do that job, you're gonna.
Yeah, like the whole Ted Cruz thing, it's like, bro, you're wasting your time.
That's the thing. Like, obviously, we all feel the same way, but like, there's bigger fish to fry.
He thinks he's like speaking out and like doing the right thing, but it's like, you're just wasting time.
Hey, he's on some Alyssa Milano shit.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't
know. But no, that's what. Do you think that we'll ever see a point where like a strain that a guy makes like that's like, there's articles being written about it, will we ever be able to sell weed that's made like in Cali here, or do you think it's always going to be a state by state thing where it's like Pennsylvania?
It has to go federally legal.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know.
It is weird to think about. Just even like 4 or 5 years ago, it wasn't a thing here at all. It was like one day, and now it's just like, I've had a card for a year. You know, thank God, especially throughout this pandemic. It would have been absurd.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a med card. But no, yeah. Do you I forgot what I was gonna ask. I had a question in mind and it just left me. Went away. Just left.
Can I get a
number 9? And oh my God. Let's talk about Taco Bell for a second. Can we talk about Taco Bell?
What about it?
Did you everyone and their mother eat Taco Bell this week because potato shit's back?
Oh, it is?
Yeah. But I didn't.
Now I'm going.
Yeah, but I went yesterday and it was the day that they put it back on the menu, and I had no idea that this was happening until I was so dead last in the line that I was in the middle of the highway. For like 5 minutes, I just had to pray that this guy would order as quickly as possible so that the line would move and that I didn't die in the middle of the highway. Taco Bell's potatoes returned to the menu today.
What about the pizza? They get rid of that still?
Taco Bell has pizza?
Never had that?
The Mexican pizza?
You never had that?
Are you guys fucking with me right now?
No.
I literally don't believe you.
Okay.
Taco Bell pizza. Yeah. Mexican pizza.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about? I played in a band for 5 years
had it multiple
that had Taco
times.
Bell every goddamn day. I don't know what this is.
They've had it multiple times.
It can't be good.
I've heard it's all right.
That doesn't look all right. No. Enlarge that picture. That looks like a mud pie that I made in my backyard.
These are all copycats that I'm pulling up.
Well, show me the real one.
I'm looking.
God. Already, this relationship is not working. There it is. Ew. Yeah, I don't want to eat that at all. You ate that? You enjoyed that?
No, I didn't eat it.
Oh, okay.
Had it once, never again.
Yeah, I just knew it was like one of those limited time things.
What's that guy's name who wears the suit and like he's actually like 40, but he like looks like he's 6 and he reviews the food? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can you Google food reviewer kid? I bet you he's one of the first ones that comes up. Food reviewer kid. I'm serious. That guy. That guy makes me laugh.
It's a real person.
So hard. What's his name? The food review vampire? That can't be his name. Is that his name? Dude, this guy, he like when the Travis Scott meal came out from McDonald's, he like posts a video of him like reviewing it, and he's like, I'm feeling good. I do like this. Like he's just so serious about what he does. That's not him. That's him.
Setting, not by much. I'm actually just on the opposite end of the table, and my computer and everything else is on the other side. But today, we're back. I'm only going to be doing food.
See, this shit kind of makes me sad. Because this happens a lot on the internet these days.
Now and again, but now I'm switching to food
where it's this fine line between like, I thought I was going to be seing someone making a joke, but no. This is just his brain being serious.
How about this one here? As you can see, thicker crust, thicker dough, just like the, I guess you could say, the fish pizza.
But dude,
has almost no crust whatsoever.
Like I know who he is. I don't know his name, but we just searched food reviewer kid, and he was the first thing that came up. So props. The report of the week.
Had to come from somewhere.
There you go. Shout out report of the week. You're a genius, bud. Look at that slick back hair, dude. He looks like Tom Holland literally jacked his vibe.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, that ain't it.
That ain't it. I want to see that new Tom Holland movie, that movie Cherry. Did you see the trailer for
I think so, yeah.
God, it looks so good. That guy is so talented.
Yeah.
I want to kind of live his life a little bit. Jesse just tried to search just the word cherry, and cherries popped up. No, yeah, that looks sick. That's going to be, I feel like that's going to be a good one. What was your favorite movie that you saw in 2020? Like new release movie, or actually, it was such a weird year for movies. I would just say, what was your favorite movie that you watched in 2020 that you never saw before? New or old?
I don't know. I mean, again, timeline's really bad for me, so I'm trying to think of what movies were this year and not like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just watched mid-90s again, and that's got to be one of
Such
the
a
best
good movie.
The best ones I've seen recently. That came out this year, right?
Mid-90s?
Yeah.
Bro, that came out in like 2018 at this point.
Did it really?
Yep. You've been living real fast there.
2018?
Almost positive that I saw mid-90s in theater.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't really like a big release, and it was kind of like,
it was like an indie film.
It was like pushed under the rug a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that. I want to see that movie Freaky.
I'm trying to think what else came out this year.
Did you watch The Devil All the Time?
Oh yeah, it was great.
That was my favorite movie of 2020 for sure.
Yeah, I can't.
If you haven't watched The Devil All the Time, that movie's fucking amazing. Watch Devil.
Palm Springs was great.
There you go.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
Good one.
Me and Jesse watched that with the guys while we were here the one day this summer. We had a river day. We went to the river. Jesse, as he is wearing his mask still right now, he was so committed to his mask wearing and taking the pandemic seriously that I watched him rope swing into the Lehigh River wearing a mask. So there you go. Shout out Jesse, taking the pandemic seriously.
I think another movie was you told me to watch Jojo Rabbit. That was
so good.
Yeah,
so good. Such a smart film.
Yeah.
Jesse, did you see that?
Crazy film.
So that was 2019 already. Yeah, my timeline of movies is fucked.
Well, this is what
too.
I'm saying. Like I don't know a movie from 2020.
Yeah. Well, you named Palm Springs was 2020.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you watch I'm Thinking of Ending Things?
No.
That was that movie gave me anxiety. This one. Yeah, literally the top search is I'm Thinking of Ending Things Explained, because it's a Charlie Kaufman movie. He's the guy that did I think he did Eternal Sunshine, right? Can you click on Charlie Kaufman? He's done, like, all of his movies are fucking weird, but good. Yeah, Being John Malkovich. Yeah, Eternal Sunshine. And I'm Thinking of Ending Things was just like, what is happening? But I liked it. It was cool. Do you like these chairs? Aren't they great? Look, check it out. I could do that, and I could do this with the cup holder as well. Huh?
Are they connected?
These?
Yeah, it's like, is it one chair?
Yeah, and then there's another part of the couch that's coming in a couple days, but
no, but I mean, can you like take these two apart?
No.
Oh.
Don't get greedy there, Sal. Jesus. Is it not good enough for you?
No.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, what was the last movie that you remember? You haven't been to the movies since COVID, have you? You haven't gone to a movie theater?
No.
You can, though.
Yeah.
Did you know this? You can rent out movie theaters, like, for yourself and, like, 20 other friends. Seems a little weird.
I want to do that, but...
Yeah, I'm good on that for a little while. I am, however, going away in a couple weeks. I'm going to Orlando and Austin in a couple weeks. Haven't been to either of those places in a year and a half.
Yeah, it'll be dope to travel.
Kind of nervous, though. Getting on a plane is going to feel weird.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking fly.
Jesse, have you flown at all during this pandemic?
I have for work.
Does it feel weird?
Yes and no.
How many masks do you wear?
I double up.
Double?
Not everyone does.
Do you remember when flights started happening again and there were stories coming out that were literally like, this guy took his mask off and they put the plane down? Well, did you see any of those? Like,
you know what I heard, though? I just heard someone talking on a podcast about flights and masks and about how it's kind of all doesn't make any sense because there's like
food and drink.
Yeah, there's a moment where everyone takes their masks off to eat.
Actually, the last flight I did, they canceled all food and drink orders.
Well, I'm just saying I think that was a thing for a while where they would make you mask up and then there'd be like 30 minutes where everyone just didn't have their masks on. So it's good if they're not doing that now, but I heard someone talking about that and I never thought about that, like, but yeah. Well, yeah,
because if you add up if
you're gonna make people wear masks on a plane, you can't have food and drink then, because it's just like then everyone's just gonna be taking them off. So it's like, what's the point?
I'm so not used to like I don't want to mess any of this up, so I just did this rather than just moving the mic out of the way and doing. That's how worried I am to just blow up Jesse's entire operation on accident.
I don't think it's that sensitive.
I think
it's nice and solid. I don't think you're gonna break anything.
But no, yeah, because if you add up all of the time that people would be just doing this and fucking, then
don't eat in the mic, bro.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about masks on flights.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you have to fly to, Jess?
South Carolina.
Where?
Greenville.
Wow. Greenville. Classic. It's a classic keep flying spot right there.
Legit 24-hour ride. Flew out of ABE at 5 o'clock and then landed back in ABE at 11 the next day.
I would feel, I'm excited to go away, but I'm going to feel a little odd, especially because I'm going to two places that are so not how the Northeast has been. Like polar opposite worlds. But I mean, mom's vaccinated now. You're vaccinated. Let's talk about that. How did it feel to get vaccinated? Was it crazy?
No, it felt shitty. I mean, I didn't feel good.
Both you have both now, right?
Yeah.
And which one did you get?
Moderna.
I don't know what the differences are. Johnson & Johnson is the one that people are scared of.
It's just the time in between the two. And Johnson & Johnson, it's literally, it'll protect, I don't know. Chris Chris DiStefano was just talking about it today, about how it's like still perfectly fine to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It's just
shout out Chris DiStefano. You're the funniest fucking guy ever, and we're going to see you in August.
Yeah,
in Philly. See you there,
August
bud.
Now.
Can't wait to see stand up again. Let's do it. But Johnson & Johnson is J&J.
People
Those
were
are the
just ragging on the effectiveness of it, yeah, because it was like 70% effective or something.
What are the other ones?
95 or 99.
That's a big difference.
But the one's a one shot. That's why people want that one.
Number of shots, 1 shot. How given, shot in the muscle of the upper arm. Does not contain eggs, preservatives, or latex.
Because people can be allergic to those things.
You can be allergic to other
but those are big,
those are common in vaccines. Eggs.
Read the back of any kind of medicine and see what's really in there.
Eggs? The chicken eggs? I'm learning a lot. This podcast is very informative. Jesus Christ. Fucking Mexican pizza. At Taco Bell of all places. Jesus Christ. No, yeah, so all right, so the first vaccine that you got, you felt sick.
After both, I felt sick. It was just uncomfortable, like just nausea and headaches.
But now you feel fine.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Do you feel like you have some sort of superpower that I don't? Because I can get COVID and you can't?
No, I think I still can get COVID.
I think I had COVID.
I think I probably did too, maybe. I don't know.
I think that the week that I got off tour last March of 2020, as everything was locking down, Keep Flying finished up with tour with Real Big Fish, and me and multiple guys were just sick. Just very, very sick at the end of the run. And when I got home, I spent 4 days in bed, and that was just that was it. It was horrible. I was puking. I was sick. And then as we started learning more about COVID symptoms and the signs and everything, like by summertime, I was like, oh, I had that. A lot of people did that. A lot of people were like, oh, I definitely had that at some point.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that mummy, the mummy of Joe Biden said that by May 1st, everyone's going to be able to, every adult American is going to be able to get vaccinated. Which one you picking, Jesse? Which one you gonna roll the dice? Just which vaccine you getting?
Whichever one I can get.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because put it this way, Johnson & Johnson, even though it has a lower chance rate, it's still higher than 0%.
Sure.
Plain and simple.
Sure. Have you gotten a COVID test at any point in the last year?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it when they had to really shove it up there? Or was
yeah.
It, yeah.
Shove it up where?
Shove it up. Did they touch your brain?
For me, like I just wanted to sneeze immediately.
Did you?
No.
Oh, that's a bad feeling.
It sucked.
Yeah, I don't like that. Did you get any COVID tests?
No, never had a COVID test.
I've never had a COVID test. I just stayed in my house.
Yeah, so you never went anywhere.
I didn't go anywhere. Like, I quite literally lowered all of my chances of getting COVID by just being like, I just won't go anywhere. I saw him. Yeah, it was great. Just saw Sal. But this was also, think about how much I was touring and how much you were working and school and everything like that. We got to hang out more than ever this past year. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, true.
That was a fun time. Because me and Sal, in our teenage years, when we went to high school together, and even before that and everything, we literally practically lived with each other. And it was a fun past year. And now we get to make another record this summer with our boy Burke Solo. Hopefully shows are back by the fall-ish. Well, let's talk about that for a second. When do we actually think that going to shows, punk rock shows, moshing, just even contact shows in general, when do we think that's all coming back? Full force. Guesses. It's still a guessing game.
Like full force in every state?
Like, yes. Like, not what we're kind of seeing already happen where it's like people are sitting down at the restaurant. I'm saying like...
Well, I mean, I think the whole thing is about like once they get a certain number of people vaccinated, they're going to fully open everything, right? Because what's the point after that?
Guess there's a lot of people on
Twitter
specifically that seem like they don't want it back.
Say 80% of people are vaccinated. The other 20% cannot go to concerts. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
right, but how are you going to be able to tell that the people that aren't vaccinated, how are you going to be able to tell people that if they're not vaccinated, they can't come into the show?
Well, because you can get vaccinated. That's the whole, like, because they will be allowed to be vaccinated at that point, so it's their choice.
So do you think it becomes like a show your ID at the door, and your ID says if you're vaxxed or not?
No, I mean, I don't think it's that far off for them to actually, like, you need to, like, show your vaccination thing to get into a concert. I, like, wouldn't, not that it's right, it's kind of fucked up, but I wouldn't put it past places. But again, at the same, like, I don't know. At the same time, think about it. It's if you're the one there without a vaccine, you're the one who's getting sick.
True.
So it's like, again, that's what I mean. It's at your own risk.
What did you just highlight? It also means 50% to 67% of the population would need to be resistant before herd immunity kicks in and the infection rates start to go down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I think everything will come back pretty quick.
You think it comes back as quickly as everything shut down? I was saying that, putting it that way with a friend the other day. Yeah. And like,
probably.
We really did within 2 weeks, like go back to a year ago, around this time a year ago in March. By the time this episode comes out, it's going to be probably April or May, but it's March right now. Within 2-3 weeks, it was like I remember coming home from tour. First time I saw people wearing a mask at the grocery store, I was like, guys, I think we're good. I remember thinking they were insane, and then within a week, it was like, you are insane if you're not going out without a mask.
Yeah,
you know, or if you're going out without, you know what I meant. If you're going out without a mask, but yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely think people are fucking losing it a little bit. Like people, I said that 6 months ago, and now we're here. So people are just a little lost it.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. But who's John White? Coronavirus in context with John White.
I'm John White.
I'm John Wayne Pilgrims. Jesus,
he's the whitest man alive.
That was you took it right out of my mouth. Imagine your last name is White and you actually look that white. That's the whitest man I've ever seen in my life. Shout out John White, MD. And you spelled it with a Y. Cool. Just shitting on this dude we don't know.
It's actually pronounced White.
It's actually White. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Hopefully we can make this record this summer, and then by the time fall and winter comes around, we're just gigging.
Yeah.
Living in the Highlander, bro. Taking that Toyota Highlander. We got to do what? My mom got the coolest Toyota Highlander, and she was like, yeah, put a hitch on it, and then when you guys want to go out on tour, we'll just switch cars. And I'm like, yeah. Get to tour in this nice Toyota. We did a 2-week-long tour in summer 2019, and then just haven't gotten to tour in it again. And that was the nicest ride ever. We had a little bed in the back, and anybody could take nap shifts. It was great. You know what I'm really bad at that you're really good at, though? Driving a vehicle with a trailer on it, and also parking with a vehicle with a trailer on it. We were on tour, and I almost jackknifed the van, the Highlander I was pulling into a venue in Orlando. We were playing where Iron Cow, and we were opening for Hungover. Shout out Hungover, great guys. And I was pulling in, and you and Burke were asleep in the back, and I jackknifed it so close that, like, if I would have kept going, I would have not only destroyed the back of my mom's Highlander, but also destroyed a U-Haul trailer that we would have had to, like, then pay for and everything. And I just remember shaking you awake and being like, I need you to look at how hard I fucked up this situation, and I need you to help me out of it. And you woke up half asleep, might I add, and you did it perfectly. So Sal's very good at vehicles and parking. If you need to bring a guy out on the road as a drummer or anything, hit my boy up. He's very good at driving. It's great. But I don't know. I feel like we've been going for over an hour, so this is long for first episode, but I had fun. This was fun.
Camels, llamas, and alpacas may help fight COVID-19.
Click on that. We need to discuss that. That's a real article. Camels, llamas, and alpacas may help fight COVID-19. What the fuck are they talking about?
You heard it here first.
What the fuck is John White talking about?
Get yourself an alpaca and you're safe.
And you're watching coronavirus in context. Today I want to talk about tiny little.
At least he's gay, so he doesn't have the whole like cis male thing going on.
No, we can listen to him.
Yeah.
The cis straight white males, those are the ones that fuck them.
All about. I've gone straight to an expert, Dr. Ashish Manglik. He's
Hashish?
assistant professor of anesthesia.
Someone say hashish?
And pharmaceutical chemistry at UCSF. Dr. Manglik, thanks for joining me.
What are they talking about?
Well, let's explain.
Camels.
What are these nanobodies?
So you and I make
antibodies.
Why do we think it's camels and llamas and animals like that as opposed to dogs or cows or birds? Why do you think it's llamas? What are we reading?
I mean, it's obviously clickbait.
Yeah, well, clearly we're diving all into it, and I still don't know what they're talking about. I'm reading it.
It's probably something, they're probably taking DNA from camels, putting it in people.
That is probably what it is.
It's probably some fucking weird science shit that I don't want to be a part of.
Some Emperor's New Groove shit.
Yeah. I got turned into a cow.
Can I go home? Oh, man. Well, hey, thanks for being our first guest.
Of course.
We're going to have guests on every week, and I'm going to try to have a new guest on every week, but you're probably just going to see Sal every, couple months or so, because I like hanging out with Sal, and he lives 20 minutes away, and he's easy to book. Let's say that. He's easy to book a hang with,
I'm easy.
He's easy. He's a little bit of a slut. But no, yeah, thanks. And let's go drink a beer or something. Go have a brewski. You know what I'm saying? Jesse, thanks for making this happen, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you sitting there, and he purposely put the mask on so I don't have to see his facial reactions every time he gets annoyed with me. That was his tactic there. So yeah, this is Going For It. We're gonna have more shit coming at you in the next couple weeks. Very excited about this shit, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.